Hello, hello. I'd like to pay my respects to the spirits of the land here, where it is an amazing day. Blue skies. We had storms yesterday and they just went for hours. Poor dude was very distressed. So I think today he might have a very relaxing day. So, okay. Good morning. Hi, David. How are you? Good morning, Jay. Nice to have you here. Bed, a new fur baby. I saw your new fur baby, Jay. It looks cute. All right. So if you are the type of person that engages in Hallmark holidays, it is well, it's Valentine's Day today. Good morning, Sally. How are you? So I hope that you have a lovely Wednesday, the 14th. Marley. Oh, that's nice. All right. So let's get into it. Okay. So now we have the moon still in Aries, and it has passed the Chiron North Node conjunction that is happening. That is exact on the 20th, I believe. But anyway, it's past that. So that was like 3-4 o'clock in the morning for us here in the eastern side of Australia. And there might have been something that was said yesterday or last night that it could have been a very healing conversation, or it could have been a little bit tense. Because there could have been some tension around yesterday. We do have the Mars Pluto conjunction today. All right. So Mars moved into Aquarius last night at 5:05, giving Mars that little bit of a detached enthusiasm. All right. So he's been diligently working at establishing all of these new routines and procedures in the last 6 weeks while he was in Capricorn. Now he is in Aquarius. Yesterday, I explained it as he's coming down from the CEO's table and he's going out into the community. So now he's trying to figure out whether all the work he's been doing is everything it needed to be, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, the moon in Aries is now being ruled by Mars in Aquarius. All right. So as we move forward to get, to get our dreams achieved, and, we might not be as selfish. We might become more selfless and humanitarian, or at least give a shit a little bit more about the people around us. You know, no, not everything is extremes. So, okay. So now I'll read the words. What happened? There may be some tension around today. Did something get said or that upset the apple heart? I'm sure it was necessary, and I hope you feel heard and validated. All right. So, just in the air this week, there is so much about expressing yourself authentically. All right. So very Aquarius. Because it does have that sense of emotional detachment, because it's more concerned about the bigger picture, where we are reeling ourselves in enough to think about what we need to say, need being the thing, not want. We need to say things this week, all right? So when we express ourselves authentically and honestly and to the point, without all that messy emotional stuff, we can be heard, and when we are listening to people, all right, because we have to listen as well as speak, we need to respond, don't react. All right. So the moon in Aries is very reactive, but with everything in Aquarius, just stop and think about the bigger ramifications of our exchanges with people. All right. So now with this Mars Pluto at 4:30 p.m. and the fact that we might need to be communicating with people on Valentine's Day, maybe we can, if there is something that is affecting our ability to openly love, or like really, really love the people in your life, because there might just be one little issue. It might be like a splinter. When you get a splinter, it is so tiny, but it can hurt so much. So if you have one of those conversations that is like a splinter in your soul, then maybe we can ground, center, calm the fuck down, write it down, and communicate effectively with people around us. All right. I'm sure our loved ones want us to be ourselves and let them know when things can be better. It's not about blaming or accusing. It's about did you know that when you did this, that hurt? Or I don't know, there's a certain amount of emotional intelligence, all right? Aquarius is an air sign, fixed air sign. So try to, you know, like I said, that emotional intelligence, the respond, don't react, the think about things before you blurt them out, get to the heart of the actual issue. In the last couple of weeks, especially with Saturn in Pisces, we're restructuring a lot of those subconscious beliefs, which means we've been looking back and trying to pinpoint when something became an issue because it snowballs. Back then it could have been this big, but then as time goes on, it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger because, sometimes we're giving it energy by just turning away from it. It's like, oh, I don't want to. There's still energy going towards that thing. So it could still be getting bigger, but it can be getting better. All right, so 4:30 p.m. Moon conjunct Pluto. Now, I was listening to the lovely Kelly Surtees today, one of the Water Trio, and she was saying that this is, I mean, obviously, this is the first time that Mars has met Pluto while in Aquarius. But for the next 15 years, 15 or 20 years, no, 20 years, this is like the way that it is affected today is going to reverberate throughout the next 20 years. So it's the start of this cycle. So every 2 years, when Mars meets Pluto, there's going to be a revisiting of this energy. And the fact that it's at 0 degrees, it's so very, very powerful. So again, we want this effective communication. We want heartfelt, it's, I mean, Venus is in Capricorn and she's being very businesslike. She's being very practical and stoic, so that's a good thing because, love's not always sunshine and roses. Love can be very challenging and poke you in the eyeball with some hard reality. But, love is love, and marriages are whatever you want them to be in this modern world. Traditionally, they were forever. But in the traditional relationships, I don't think that they also had the intellectual and emotional scope that we have now. I think society, and especially children, they have so much more at their disposal to work out what is going on in their heads, their stories, to see the ramifications of, how if you do this, then that's going to affect them for the rest of their lives. Blah, de, blah, blah, blah. It's Valentine's Day. If you do engage in this, then maybe it's a perfect time to bring up the old hurt. Now, like I was saying, we have passed that moon conjunct Chiron, which is that hurt. But that doesn't mean that you can't still talk about these things. So, moon conjunct North Node, you are clearing that path forward. All right. You are allowing all of that old debris because it is an opposition to the South Node. All right. So there is still like a full moon type of experience with the moon opposing the South Node. So if we do communicate our hurts, then we can clear that South Node and the North Node path clears, and we can move forward more effectively, more independently, more dynamically, all the things. All right. But it takes bravery, which is perfect because Aries moon's all about bravery. All right, what else is there? Oh, okay, so the sun's not doing anything at the moment, like it's making no applying aspects, but it is making an aspect to Lilith, all right? And I've been talking about Lilith a lot lately as that suppressed and repressed part of ourselves that we get told to not say that, not do that, don't be that, So this opposition could give you the opportunity to allow the cork out of the bottle as such. And like I said, with that splinter analogy, tell the person directly involved that this event hurt and it needs to come out so that, you don't get a pussy finger, there's no blame. It's, we're all working the best we can with what we have at this time. We're all on this learning journey where we're learning more about ourselves by being responsible for our actions. And it's just opening up the future of humanity. I don't know, there's some sketchiness around, but I think because we are more self-aware and more self-responsible, there is a growing tide of people that are trying to make a difference in every way that they can. So I've just thought of Rusty, which I haven't seen him for a couple of days. But if you are liking this, could you please share with your friends, and you are commenting, so I will always engage. So let me draw a card, because I think that was a pretty much the summary. It's forgive, work it out, and then move forward. All right, it's up to you, entirely up to you, how you're going to take this day. um, if you are supporting your local florist, we've got the lovely metaphysical florist, Launceston Metaphysical Florist here in Wellington Street, the lovely Karen Cunningham over there. So if you need some flowers in Launceston, defs go to her. What else was there? Okay, I'll draw the card, because there is one more thing that I would like to talk about, and that is this one. Venus conjunct Pluto. That is perfect. Love the cards. All right. So now, I mean, this one is all about what, these thoughts that you are creating, and the inspiration that is coming into your mind right now, and building these things. But one of the things I wanted to say, that we have with Venus still in Capricorn, she is conjunct Pluto out of sign. So she's tying up all of the loose ends. See, at the moment, she thinks that this is what needs to be finished and done. But when she moves into Aquarius, whole new ball game. So Venus Pluto conjunction in Aquarius is about renegotiating old contracts. All right. So you can see that Venus in Capricorn is trying to finish all of the dot the I, cross the T on the contracts that are relevant now. But when we move into Aquarius on Saturday, there could be some sort of, like, if we are forgiving and forgetting now, or forgiving and moving through and on, this might be a way where we can allow this new future to unfold. And we might not even realize what the thing is that needs to be let go of. Capricorn, old traditions; Aquarius, new endeavors. All right. So, there could be a really pivotal change in the next couple of days, but still continue to try and finish up as much as you can while Venus is in Capricorn. So be inspired. Make sure you've got your pen and your paper. I mean, that reticular activating systems in our brain when we're trying to manifest loves action and real world things. So get them out of your brain, just like Sally and her amazing gratitude 28-day magic that she's doing on Facebook. Please let me know if I didn't say it the right way, Sally. It is about writing. It is about being grateful. It is about thinking positively about the things that we have in our control right now. And then decluttering all of our old beliefs and stuff. If we have too much stuff in our life, we don't allow new stuff to come in. So the process of clearing, thinking, and just this real world approach. Like, what are the facts? What are the facts? Without the emotional connection, what are the facts? So that's it, guys. I hope you have an amazing day. And if you are a romantic, I hope you get some sort of Valentine's gift, even though I think they both got beheaded. I have to find that out. So anyway, take care, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Mwah.